what is the one thing that every Etsy seller should have in their shop? A loss leader. And consider making these loss leaders digital products. In today's video, I'm going to talk about why I believe every single Etsy shop should have loss leaders in their storefront and why they should definitely incorporate this at the very beginning of their shop from day one, and why this is going to be huge in how they're able to gain momentum and traction while also elevating the ranking of their other listings. I'm also going to talk about why I think digital products fit the bill for a loss leader perfectly, and I'm going to show you examples of how I would do this in 4 different Etsy shops. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to implement digital products into your shop today as a loss leader for this exact purpose, no matter what niche or category you are selling in. If you like videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and let's get into it. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dylan Jaras, and I am an Etsy shop owner of almost 7 years. I've sold over $1.4 million on the platform, over $1 million in profit. I also sell on Amazon and Shopify, and my entire background is in corporate e-commerce. So why on earth should every shop incorporate loss leaders into their business? And why do digital products make the perfect loss leader? Let's start with this. What is a loss leader? A loss leader is something that is priced very low. It's low margin, low price point, it has mass appeal, and you're not losing money on this thing, but maybe you're only making 50 cents or $1 every time you sell this. It's going to be high quality, consistent, it's not going to take much work from you for fulfillment of this item, and it's going to be something that you become a market leader in, where you are ranking first in search for those search terms. It's going to be something that builds up your reputation, you're going to get great reviews on this, so it's going to be high quality and something that you have access to for many, many years. So digital products make a great loss leader, even if you are not a digital product shop. So we're gonna basically crank these out, sell them, at $1 or at cost. And the entire purpose is to be getting daily sales on these items, and it's gonna drive up that order number under our shop name. So I see so many shops on Etsy that don't have any loss leaders. And they've been on Etsy for like 4 years. They have like 100 to 200 sales. Their price points are all kind of at the same level. That means on average, they've been getting like 1 order a week. So now I'm gonna take you through 4 real Etsy shops and tell you exactly what I would do if this was my shop and I was wanting to scale this business really big. So here's a shop that sells wooden tables. It has slow moving inventory. Now maybe that's okay for this seller, but if they're wanting to be cranking out like 30K months in revenue, that'd be about 60 tables per month or 2 tables per day. It's gonna be a lot easier and they will get to that level a lot faster if they're getting more than just 1 sale a week. So maybe they don't wanna take on more than 2 tables a day, that's totally fine. But the benefit of adding momentum here with loss leaders is that the seller could start to charge more as her listings start ranking better and filling her working hours. So what are some loss leader ideas for this shop? On the non-digital side, I would recommend a maybe special wood table cleaning chamois, maybe a wood cleaning product, maybe a scratch removing tool, or a wax kind of protectant formula, maybe even table leg floor protectors so that the table doesn't scratch up the floor. You could also even do coasters, so things that go on the table, placemats, things like that. So how about a digital product example for this type of shop? I would consider making a simple 1-page wood table cleaning guide, maybe a walnut wood table care guide, how to care for a walnut table, including everything from, the preventative care all the way to repairing scratches and how to do the regular cleaning. And I would sell this for like 99 cents and perhaps have something kind of proprietary in there so that it's not just something people could look up on Google. Here's an example of something similar, a cutting board care card for wood care instructions. Now let's look at another shop. Now this shop sells Montessori beds. These beds are around $600. They have added in some more affordable pieces like side tables and chair or bench sets. And they already have a couple good loss leaders like the desk surface protector, a fitted sheet, and a book caddy organizer. And they have 17,000 sales in their shop, which is not bad at all. But I wonder how much more they could have if they integrated some more loss leaders into their shop. So what I would do if this was my shop, I would start to sell these wooden Montessori blocks. I would use these scraps from making the bed frames. I would turn these into those trendy wooden Montessori blocks. I would even market them as sustainable and eco-friendly, since we are technically making them out of the scrap wood from those beds. Now, if I wanted to integrate a digital product as a loss leader, what I would do is sell a DIY Montessori bed plan. So a PDF download that tells you, go to Home Depot, buy these materials, cut them to this size, put it together in this order, and that's a DIY version of this bed. So it's going to be a different customer who is buying that DIY version. The person who's buying the bed, they're not going to be interested in the loss leader, but it is a way to make this type of a product much more accessible to people who idealize that kind of Montessori lifestyle and products. Now let's look at a print-on-demand example. So here is a shop. At the low end, their price points are $13. At the high end, their price points are $27. So you might think, well, it's pretty cheap to begin with. We can still add in some loss leaders to this mix in order to create some momentum, get some traction flowing here. So this person has a lot of different designs. What I would do is I would take all of these designs and put them on other types of print-on-demand products, such as notebooks or stickers or tumblers, and I would sell them either at cost or making just like $1 profit. I would use the momentum from the sales on those products to drive up the sales across my product mix. So those are some physical product loss leaders that I would add to a print-on-demand shop. But let's say we want to add a digital product component to our print-on-demand shop. Then what I would do is add the SVG files of everything I've made. So here you see a shop doing this. So that looks like selling these files for, under $2. The person is just buying the file, no shirt involved. But if you have a print-on-demand shop, you are putting time into those designs. So why not monetize them as a loss leader? And for site merchandising, what I would do is move them to the back of my shop page so that they're not mixed in equally with my actual print-on-demand shirts. Use custom sort, move them around, use sections, use SEO to really section things off differently, especially if those two customers are not the same type of person. One might be the end user, whereas one might be more of a B2B customer. All right, let's do one more example. Now this shop, they sell diaper bags, leather diaper bags from New York. Price points are all over $100, 663 sales. They could be doing so much more volume if they start to integrate some loss leaders into their product mix. So some ideas for them would be stroller clips, leather bag tags, my Minnesota accent totally coming out here, bag tag, leather pacifier clips, leather cleaning kits. Those are some physical product ideas they could be using as loss leaders. Now, if they want to integrate some digital loss leaders, there's so much they could do, but some ideas would be a hospital bag checklist, a baby travel checklist, a digital diaper changing or feeding log for caregivers. In that mom baby world, there's so many digital loss leader products that you could incorporate. So loss leaders are one of my favorite things to help my students in multi-six-figure Etsy Blueprint with. That's my program. I love helping students come up with loss leaders, and it really helps get them momentum and get the ball rolling with sales on their more profitable items as well. But maybe after seeing these 4 examples, you're thinking, well, where do I go with my own shop? I want help with my own shop. What are some ideas for me? So here are 10 quick digital product listings that you can integrate into your shop right now. So number 1 is checklists for anything. These don't need to be elaborate, just a 1-page checklist. So think about what your customer makes lists for. What do they make lists about? And it can be for anything related to that product somewhat, or just at least not in opposition to the main products in your shop. So this could be like a packing checklist, a moving checklist, a nutrition or health checklist, a workout checklist, maybe an extracurricular checklist, meal planning checklist, mental health checklist, kids morning routine checklist, or a chore checklist. It could be a goal checklist or a shopping checklist. And then you could even break this down further into additional listings for daily checklists, weekly checklists, monthly checklists, and yearly checklists. The second thing is digital files of all of your designs, whether these are your digital art prints, your SVG files, or even digital guides for how to create your exact items in your shop. This could be digital files of patterns or prints, digital files of interior design, color combinations, and you could also sell the commercial use license for all of these files. The next thing would be digital files of patterns. I have a lot of students doing this where they have a business based on sewing or embroidery or macrame, and they're selling patterns to go with it. The next thing you would do is offer digital files of a recommended color combination or a PDF download where it's a designer room worksheet where you are putting together all of the color options, the lighting options, the furniture options that go together for that theme. Something else you could easily sell is the templates of your own marketing tools that you use for social media or customer acquisition, or even the line sheets that you might be using when you sell wholesale. Another idea you could incorporate is digital itineraries for parties or events. Bachelorette party, digital itineraries, very easy to make those, very easy to sell those. Also, digital engagement announcements or wedding invitations, digital birth announcements or pregnancy announcements. You could even do digital downloads of children's activities, toddler activities, kids' homeschool activities, science projects, after school kids activities, chore or reward charts. So these are just 10 ideas. I could go on for days with these, but I will leave you with these ideas for right now. If you are ever interested in getting my help with your shop one-on-one, definitely reach out. I do still have spots available in my program, Multi-Six-Figure Etsy Blueprint, where I give you the step-by-step path to growing your business to that multi-six-figure level. If you have any questions, you can find me on Instagram at Dylan Jarris or email me team@dylanjarris.com. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video.